Good day everyone, so we are the group 1 and today we will present our final project entitled Transportation and Travel Behavior Analysis along MacArthur Highway in the Karuhatan, Malinta area, Valenzuela City. This study is under CA151, Principle of Transportation Engineering, and ang main focus namin is the 4-step travel demand forecasting model and traffic impact assessment. In this presentation, i-discuss namin yung study area, data gathered, trip generation, trip distribution, model split, traffic assignment, and overall results ng aming study. Okay? Now, let's discuss ano ba yung napili naming study area? Ang napili naming study area ay ang MacArthur Highway. No, ang study namin ay nakapokus sa MacArthur Highway, which is one of the busiest roads in Valenzuela City. So, mahalaga ang road na ito because it connects different areas such as residential communities, commercial establishments, schools, hospital, and transport access points. Because of these activities, maraming commuters, student workers, pedestrian, jeepneys, motorcycles, and private vehicles ang dumadaan dito araw-araw. Dahil dito, nagkakaroon ng traffic congestion, especially during peak hours. Ayun po yung mga problem no, na madalas nating nararanasan, no? Lalo na kapag tayo ay commuters, tayo ay araw-araw na nasa kalsada. So, yun po yung mga problema na naranasan natin. Sa area na ito, some of the transportation problems observed are heavy traffic congestion, no, yung po yung traffic, no, naranasan natin. Long waiting time for commuters kasi nga po traffic, naiipit sa traffic, lalo na kapag during peak hours, no? And improper loading and unloading. Yan yung mga madalas natin, yung mga jeepney natin, yung mga jeep, yung mga e-bus, no? Constant lang sila nagbababa ng mga pasahero. No, which is very wrong, no? Lalo na kapag nasa national road tayo. Kasi nga po, nagkukos yun ng traffic. And also, high pedestrian activity, no? Delay sa intersection and traffic build-up near commercial areas. Because of these problems, so kailangan ng travel demand forecasting. Through forecasting, mas maiintindihan natin kung saan nanggagaling ang trips, saan sila pupunta, anong mode of transportation yung ginagamit nila, and kung aling road segment ang mas congested. Now, so this can help us identify possible improvements para mas maging efficient yung traffic flow sa area. Our selected study area is the MacArthur Highway Corridor, no? Covering portion of Barangay Karuhatan and Barangay Malinta in Valenzuela City. Some of the major landmarks included the study area are SM Valenzuela, Valenzuela City Hall, Karuhatan Market, Fatima University, Fatima Medical Center, and the Malinta and Lex Connector. So, pinili namin yung area na to because it has mixed land uses and high transportation activity. No? May residential, commercial, institutional, healthcare, and access-related areas. Kaya suitable siya for analyzing travel behavior and traffic condition. The Traffic Analysis Zones or TAZ, hinati namin yung study area into 4 zones. Zone 1 is the Malinta Residential Area or the People's Park area. This zone is mostly residential and community-based, kaya maraming trips ang nagsisimula dito. Zone 2 is the SM Valenzuela and Commercial Strip area, no? This zone attracts many commuters because of shopping areas, food establishment, market, and public transport access. Zone 3 is the Fatima University and Fatima Hospital area. This is an institutional and healthcare zone, kaya maraming student, employees, patient, and visitor ang pumupunta dito. And lastly, the Zone 4 is the Malinta and Lex Connector area. This zone mainly serve as an access and connector area going to other major roads.
For our methodology, ginamit namin ng 4-step travel demand forecasting model. The first step is trip generation. Dito namin kino-compute kung ilang trips ang produced and attracted by each zone. The second step is trip distribution. Dito naman namin tinitingnan kung saan pumupunta ang trips using the origin-destination matrix. The third step is modal split or mode choice. Dito naman kami nag-analyze kung anong transportation mode ang ginagamit ng commuters. The fourth step is traffic assignment. Dito naman namin inassign ang trips sa road segments based on the most direct shortest route. For our data, we used 30 commuter survey responses. For trip generation, each survey response was counted as one-person trip. Ang origin ng respondent ay counted as trip produced, while ang destination naman ay counted as trip attracted. Based on our result, Zone 1 produced the highest number of trips with 13 trips. Ibig sabihin maraming trips ang nagsisimula sa Zone 1, which is mainly residential and community-based. Next is Zone 2 with 10 produced trips, followed by Zone 3 with 5 and Zone 4 with 2 trips. For trip attraction, Zone 1 and Zone 2 both attracted 13 trips each. This means na ang main destinations ng respondents are the residential, community area, and the commercial area. Zone 3 attracted 4 trips while Zone 4 attracted 0 trips. This shows na Zone 4 is more of a connector area rather than a final destination. For trip distribution, tinitingnan namin kung paano nag-move ang trips between zones. The highest movement was from Zone 1 to Zone 2 with 9 trips. This shows na maraming commuters ang galing residential or community areas going to commercial destinations. The next major movement was from Zone 2 to Zone 1 with 6 trips, which may represent return trips from commercial areas going back to residential or community areas. Other recorded movements include Zone 3 to Zone 1 with 4 trips and Zone 1 to Zone 3 with 3 trips. Overall, the strongest movement is between Zone 1 and Zone 2, meaning residential to commercial trips, ang pinaka-common sa study area. For modal split, in-identify namin kung anong transportation modes ang ginagamit ng respondents. Based on the survey, the modes used were jeepney, motorcycle, private car, and walking. The result shows that jeepney is the dominant mode of transportation with 21 trips or 70% of the total trips. Motorcycle recorded 5 trips or 16.67%. Private car recorded 1 trip or 3.33% and walking recorded 3 trips or 10%. This means na most respondents rely on jeepneys as their main mode of transportation. For group modal share, we classified the modes into 3 categories: public transportation, private transportation, and walking or active mode. Public transportation, which is jeepney, recorded 21 trips or 70%. Private transportation, which includes motorcycle and private car, recorded 6 trips or 20%. Walking recorded 3 trips or 10%. This shows na highly dependent ang study area sa public transportation. One reason is that most respondents are students, and students usually choose jeepneys because they are cheapest and accessible.
Slide 11. For traffic assignment, ginamit natin ang all or nothing assignment method na this means na ang trips ay inassign sa most direct or shortest route na available. So, based on our results, no, sa MacArthur Highway Segment 1 na nagko-connect sa Zone 1 sa Zone 2, carried the highest assigned volume with 22 trips. Meaning, ito ang pinaka-heavy na road segment sa study network namin. And sa segment 2 ng MacArthur Highway na nagko-connecta naman sa Zone 2 and Zone 3, carried 7 trips. So, the NLEX connector or Malinta access road carried 2 trips naman siya. So, this shows na most traffic demand is concentrated along MacArthur Highway, lalong-lalo na sa pagitan ng Zone 1 and Zone 2. So, slide number 12, which is yung traffic impact assessment critical traffic area. For the traffic impact assessment, the most critical part is yung MacArthur Highway na nagko-connect sa Zone 1 and Zone 2. Since this segment has the highest assigned volume, mas prone siya sa traffic jam, especially sa mga peak hours natin. So, some possible causes of these traffic jams are the high number of commuter trips, commercial activity near Zone 2, and yung mga loading and unloading ng mga jeepneys, mga pedestrian movement, and yung limited road space natin. So, dahil doon, possible impacts nito is longer travel time, mga delay, traffic delays, roadside obstruction, and yung efficiency ng road natin is mababawasan. So, slide number 13 which is yung overall results and discussions. So, overall, yung result natin is nagpapakita yung travel behavior in the MacArthur Highway Karuhatan to Malita corridor is affected by land use and commuter purpose. Sa zone 1 natin, nagpo-produce siya ng many trips because it is residential and community-based siya. Sa zone 2 naman natin, nag-attract siya ng many trips kasi ma-commercial yung lugar na yun. Zone 2 natin. Zone 3 naman natin is nag-attract siya ng mga trips because of schools and healthcare activities. Yung zone 4 natin is, ang function lang naman is connector, yung via index natin. The strongest movement is yung between zone 1 and zone 2, and yung dominant transportation natin, yung mode of transportation natin which is yung jeepneys. So the results are logical because they match the actual land use of this study area.
In conclusions, the MacArthur Highway Karuhatan-Malinta corridor is busy mixed-use transportation area. This study shows that travel demand is mainly driven by residential to commercial trips, student travel, public transportation use, and commercial and institutional activities. The area is highly dependent on jeepneys, and most trips are concentrated along MacArthur highways. Because of this, the corridor is vulnerable to traffic congestions, especially during peak hours and near commercial areas. For our recommendations, there should be proper loading and unloading zones for jeepneys and other public utility vehicles para hindi sila nakaka-obstruct sa traffic flow. Second, pedestrian facilities such as sidewalks and pedestrian crossings should be improved, especially near commercial and institutional areas. Third, traffic signals, timing, road markings, and traffic signs should be enhanced. Fourth, traffic enforcement should be strengthened near intersections, loading areas, and commercial zones. For policy recommendations, public transport operations should be more organized, illegal parking should be controlled, and commuter waiting areas should be improved. This recommendation can help reduce congestions, improve safety, and make travel more convenient for commuters. To summarize, our study shows that improving traffic flow along MacArthur Highway requires better public transport management, safer pedestrian facilities, and more organized loadings and unloading operations. The results of this study can serve as a guide for future traffic management and transportation planning improvements in the Karuhatan-Malinta area. That concludes our presentation. Thank you, and we are ready to answer your questions.